Move on to his central defensive partner, Virgil Van Dijk, who we've we've said it, but we've almost been reluctant to say it for a few weeks now. Like, you can whisper it quietly, is Virgil back to his best? I think we can say it now. I think we can say it with a little bit of chest now, because there's been a few proper top-notch performances today. But again, today with Virgil, what he's done there is he's probably looked at the situation, looked at the lads that are missing and thought, bit of depleted squads, big list of absentees, the bench isn't quite what we'd like. Brentford put up a physical challenge. He will remember that from last season. Might have been his honour might have been dented a little bit for what happened last season, certainly in the Brentford game away from home. And he's absolutely gone, not having that today. I just go through the numbers. There's two ways of looking at Van Dijk's performance, and there's the numbers and then there's like the eye test. But with Van Dijk today, numbers-wise, 4 clearances, 2 block shots, 4 out of 5 ground duels won, 6 out of 7 aerial duels won. Like that, they're frightening numbers. 10 out of 10 on accurate long balls as well, just to pluck that one out the air. But that's the numbers side of it. But as well as that, Errol, he had that air, that sort of superiority, that imperious nature about him, whereby people got near him and went, that's Virgil.
They didn't want none of
that's
the smoke.
Virgil. And there's a moment, and I think it's an interesting one, because Matip is probably the closer defender to the situation, and Matip almost sees Virgil and goes, go on then. And Virgil just I think it's in Bremer again, we speak about him a lot. Virgil just leans on him and goes, not today, mate. But this was proper Virgil, wasn't it?
And it was aggressive from Virgil to an extent as well. And I think there was a few moments early when Mbeumo's running at Virg and decides to try and play around him, and that to me is the signs again of forwards respecting the man that's in front of them. They know, all right, we can't just run past Virgil van Dijk, we can't just dribble past him, and we can't like outpace him, so I have to be a little bit more cute, I have to be a little cleverer, and I have to try and play it around you. And it didn't really come off for him on that side. The one you just mentioned then is the one time where he's had no choice but to run at Virg, and even at that he didn't have nothing in his locker. Virg just shut it down straight away, gets the ball out, and that to me was like the hallmark of the performance from Virgil van Dijk today. There is the one where he clears it off the line.
He laughed at that as well.
He was laughing at it because I think he just knew at that point, he was like, I'm having one of them games, aren't I? And it was brilliant to see though.
Well, we mentioned pride in Alisson a moment ago in keeping the clean sheet, and just how desperate they were to do so. You could put Virgil into that category as well. Absolutely. Just pop into the Discord, because I asked for man the match out earlier, and no surprise, Virgil's featured heavily. Josek9926 says Virgil, Kenny Virgil, Hitchin Baz likewise, Gandhi 808 likewise. I've had a shout for Nunes, but we'll come on to that in a moment. Another Virgil from Abe. Cam, Virgil was easily man the match, absolutely outstanding today. 9.5 as well from the doctor in there. I'm not going to say your name in full. I think he was boss. Honestly, I think he was. And again, like I say, we've almost said it a few times this season, but we've been reluctant to do so because you don't want to use a phrase from last season that was heavily used to sort of the false dawn of Virgil van Dijk, but I think we're past that now. I think he's absolutely back to his best, and the captaincy seems to have taken him to a new level as well. That extra responsibility and that look what I can do again, and long may that continue. Proper performance, what a man.